66 with the birdie on the last.
Yeah.
How'd you feel playing Stadium?
It was good. I said a little bit earlier that I thought that with the practice round coming into today, I thought I would have had to play a little bit more conservative coming into these pin locations. But after a few holes, you could see that they were a little bit more receptive, even though they are firmer than the other two courses. It's nice to be able to get on, the Stadium and play well. I enjoyed my time with JT over the last 3 days. So looking forward to tomorrow. Just trying to get myself into contention, come last 9 holes. That would be nice. Kind of Sepp's running away with it over at La Quinta right now. So just got to stay within arm's length of him.
What kind of number are we seeing out there for possibly tomorrow?
On the Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, the last 3 days were. So if I can just, stay within myself and, just keep playing, try and get in the backside and see how it goes.
Solid start at the Century a couple weeks ago, and in the fall was trending this direction. What have you been working on in your game, or where are you seeing it the strongest right now?
There's been a dramatic improvement in the technical aspect on the swing. Just feels like, the club's a little bit more square coming through the shot, and that's a little bit more controllable, which is nice. The swing's improved, which is good, and one thing that held me back last year was, approach play into the greens. Putting's been solid, pretty much every year, and driving's been pretty solid too. Same with short game. So that was like kind of the missing piece for me. Been a good start. Don't really think about it too much. Just get into it tomorrow and go from there.
That's a few more from Judd.
Thanks, Jason. Stadium course this year is playing close to two strokes higher on average than we saw last year by virtue of the changes. You're around today. Did you feel like the course had a little more teeth?
It did. Anytime I find it funny, it feels I've been out here for a while now, and I feel like as time's gone on that the conditions of the golf courses, especially the greens, have gotten softer and a little bit slower over time. But I'm not sure if that could be just me thinking like, back in my day we played it firmer, you know what I mean? But I feel like when I first came out, the greens were a lot firmer back in the day, and that was like really the defense of most golf courses, especially with a golf course like this where it's not overly long, but you start to add some good firm greens into the mix. Some of these lines start to get a little bit tight coming to these greens, and you get a little, you're trying to worry about where to land things, like 17, for instance. You land that too far beyond the pin, that's hopping over into the water. So, I think we have another good day with the way that the greens are tomorrow. I think it should set up for a good finish.
Yeah, we saw with your playing competitor today, Justin had a great bogey save on 17, and then
he's done that a couple of times, man. He hit one out of bounds and made a bogey on the second hole at Nicholas, and then he did that again. So it's like practically a birdie on his next shot, which is amazing to see. But he's playing some great golf. Obviously, he had a great start in Century. It's good.
Yeah, I know I've asked you this like every year. I think since you played out here, your time at the Vintage Club, something that you continue that you've had for a long time. Are you like an official desert guy at this point?
I am.
You've been out there for a while?
I really am. I've been coming out here a long time, and it's hard not to love this place. You know what I mean? Like, you try and find things where you're like, I don't really want to come out here, but I actually really look forward to coming out to the desert every single winter, right before the West Coast Swing starts. This is, my spot to come, just because the golf courses are fantastic. The weather's obviously perfect, and then it's just easy to get to the, other golf tournaments from here. But it's nice and quiet here. I like that. I'm here to focus on golf, and I get to do that out here.
I'll ask you lastly, man. You guys had a great gallery today.
Yeah.
What I saw out there, finishing 3 holes, 16, 17, 18. That's probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen on Alcatraz, really? I think. I don't know if you kind of felt that in what I think is your 4th year here, but...
Yeah. I'm trying to keep my head down, especially when it comes to 17, because I'm like, I don't want to look at anything else other than my tee box and the green, and it's very easy to see that water, so I just try and keep my head down. But like, it seemed like the crowds were here. Obviously, there's going to be a nice concert tonight. So I think everyone's excited to watch not only golf but also the concert as well. So they do. Amex does a great job here with this tournament, and it's always a pleasure to come play.
All right. Great playing, man. Thanks for your
man.
time.
Cheers. Thank you.